हेलो दोस्तों, वेटरन्स नमस्कार। मैं दीवान सिंह। मैं वो बता रहा था कि हमारे कई रिटायरी संगठनों में जो रिलेटेड अथॉरिटीज़ हैं उनको जो डीए पर जो फैसला आया माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट से उसको पत्र लिखे हैं। और एक पत्र ये लिखा है आपके सुब्रता सरकार साहब ने डाला है कि जो CBPRO लेटर लिखा था उसकी इन्होंने सूचना दी है। और वो लेटर मैं आपको पढ़ करके बता देता हूँ। कोऑर्डिनेशन ऑफ बैंक पेंशनर्स एंड रिटायरीज ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, ये 12 तारीख को इन्होंने लेटर लिखा था। और ये जो अपने चेयरमैन हैं IBA के उनको लिखा था। पढ़ के बता देता हूँ। रेस्पेक्टेड सर, डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी ट्रीटमेंट इन रेस्पेक्ट ऑफ पेमेंट ऑफ डियरनेस रिलीफ टू बैंक पेंशनर्स रेफर सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट डेटेड 10/4/2026 इन रेस्पेक्ट ऑफ स्टेट ऑफ केरला वर्सेज M विजया कुमार SLPC नंबर 18,030 of 2023 and 11,522 to 11,523 of 2023 by Honorable Justice Manoj Misra and Prasanna B. Barale. We wish to invite a kind reference to the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, wherein it is held that the purpose and object of the revision increase of dearness allowance or dearness is to mitigate the hardship faced by the employees and the pensioners on account of inflation. The rise in the consumer price index inflation hits both the employees and pensioners in equal measure. Hence, application of different rate of DS allowance and dearness relief to the employees on one hand and the pensioner on the other hand has no rational nexus to the object sought to be achieved. Mitigation of hardship faced on account of inflation. It was made clear that one pension is admissible, consumer price index linked dearness allowance or relief is allowed. Paying DADR at different rates or using different basis to calculate rate of DADR for the employees and the pensioner is impermissible as it violative of the Article 14 of the Constitution of India. It thus also emerges that if the different rates of DADR are impermissible between serving employees and the retired employees, it is all the more emphatic that different rates of DR cannot be permitted within the same group of the pensioners constituting a homogeneous class. Sir, it is in this backdrop we wish to request you to redress the following grievances of the bank pensioners and render justice. A uniform DA रेट ऑफ DA प्री 1/11/2022 वालों को जब समान दिया जाए। प्री 1/11/2002 पेंशनर्स वर डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड while implementing the uniform rate of dearness relief in terms of joint note salary revision dated 2/6/2005 which provided that on and from 1/2005 DADR shall be payable at 0.18% of pay to the pensioners. The tapered DA of DA was thus changed to यूनिफॉर्म रेट ऑफ DA। यानी पीछे की बात भी इन्होंने ले ली है 2002 की, जो वहाँ से टेपर DA चला था और जो कोर्ट में केस हार गए थे आपको AIBRF के किसी गलत डॉक्यूमेंट की वजह से हारे थे। Although the joint note clearly and unambiguously provided the uniform rate to be applied to the pensioners, but making the amount payable from 1/5/2005, IBA by its letter dated 26/5/2005 unilaterally and arbitrarily advised the member banks not to pass on the benefit of correction to those who had retired prior to 1/11/2002. Such an advice was unsolicited, unilateral and arbitrary and completely against the settlement signed between the UIVU and IBA. The IBA and DFS were kind enough to rectify the error but made it effective from 1/11/2023. The affected pensioners suffered a monetary loss of 18.5 years. It is therefore requested to restore the application of uniform DR to 1/11/2002 रिटायरीज, यानी प्री 2002 रिटायरीज का भी इन्होंने लिख दिया है एक विद इफेक्ट फ्रॉम 1/5/2005 एज प्रोवाइडेड इन द जॉइंट नोट डेटेड 2/6/2005। शिफ्टिंग ऑफ CPI बेस ईयर फ्रॉम 1960 से 1916। और उन्होंने इसके बाद में ये भी लिखा है इन्होंने जो शिफ्टिंग किया है इसका। द एबव जजमेंट ऑफ द ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट read with the judgment of DS Nakra case provide that any improvement in the benefits should be extended to all the beneficiaries of homogeneous group or class. The bank pensioners being a homogeneous class are entitled for a uniform rate of DR calculated on the basis of the same index. The joint note or 12th private settlement 8/3/2024 signed between the association and unions and the IBA have created yet another anomaly in the application of DR by shifting the base year from 1960 to 2016 and making it applicable only to those who pensioners who retired on or after 11/2022. This is again arbitrary and discriminatory, thus violating Article 14 of the Constitution of India. It is pertinent to point out that if paying different rates of DA/DR to serving employees and retired employees is impermissible, it all the more not permissible to pay dearness relief to the homogeneous class of pensioners at different rates. The 12th bipartisan settlement has unfortunately created such an anomaly. Again, while the uniform DA/DR rate anomaly created in 2005 still persists, though resolved partially in November 2023. It is arbitrarily and discriminatory, violative of Article 14 of the Constitution of India. Quarterly revision of DR, like in the case of serving employees. The above cited judgment of the Honorable Court establishes a parity in the rate of payment of DA to serving employees and DR to retired employees to uphold the principle of reasonableness and Article 14 of the Constitution of India. It is pointed out that while the DA is revised on quarterly basis for the serving bank employees, it is revised on half-yearly basis to the retired employee. It thus breaches the provisions of Article 14 of the Constitution of India at variance with the above cited judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court. We earnestly request your good self to redress the grievance of the lakhs of back pensioners and render justice. We request you to kindly to do the needful immediately and give relief to the fast advancing aging बैंक पेंशनर्स इन कम्युनिटी विद रिगार्ड्स। और नीचे नदब साहब ने दस्तखत कर रखे हैं, आचार्य साहब ने कर रखे हैं और जॉइंट कन्वीनर दोनों के दोनों। दोस्तों ये काफ़ी बड़ा लेटर लिखा है इन्होंने और मेरे ख्याल में इन्होंने कोई भी पॉइंट नहीं छोड़ा है, ये सारे के सारे पॉइंट लेकर के इन्होंने लेटर लिखा है। इन्होंने टेपर डीए जो आपका था 2002 से पहले वो भी ले लिया। इस समय जो वर्तमान में जो इंडेक्स चेंज की वजह से प्रॉब्लम आई 808 वाली वो भी बात ले ली इन्होंने। और उनको क्वार्टरली पेमेंट होता है, हमें क्वार्टरली नहीं होता, वो भी बात ले ली इन्होंने। और सारी बात लिख करके इन्होंने रेलिवेंट अथॉरिटी को लिख दिया है और ये उनका लेटर है। अब मैं यही ख़त्म करूँगा। थैंक यू, धन्यवाद।